Good morning everyone, Tiffany Quinn here, and this is a beginner-friendly full body tone-up to help you strengthen into your upper body, your lower body, and your core at home. For equipment today, we will be using our lighter and medium set of dumbbells for the upper and lower body. Now keep in mind, if you don't have any weights at home, you can grab 2 filled water bottles to substitute, and that will do the trick. And as for my intermediate and advanced exercisers, you can certainly use your heavier weights today. Now smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and just a reminder that today is day 1 of our Start Fresh, Finish Stronger January Fitness Guide. This calendar will take the guesswork out of what to work out and when, give you 5 workouts a week with a brand new one every Wednesday, and help you get results at home. All right, everyone, let's do this. Okay, everyone, welcome to our full body workout for today. Now, as far as our format goes, we have 3 main circuits to cover. Our first circuit will be 10 minutes into the upper body and the arms. Then we take a 5-minute break from those weights, working into the abs, the waist, the core area there. And then our final 15 minutes will be into the lower body. Now, I've extended that portion of the workout because we will be doing single side exercises as we get to that section. Our timer today is 40 seconds work and a 20 seconds rest between. And as I said before, beginners, you can go with those lighter weights today, focus on the movement pattern and the form, and you can stay with those weights throughout. My intermediate, my advanced, you can certainly use your heavier weights today. Now, we're starting off with a biceps curl, so I want you neutral position on the mat, the elbows tuck in towards the waist, holding the arms at a 90-degree angle. We're going to lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. I'm beginning our timer in 3, in 2, in 1. You should have your weights or water bottles in hand. The palms are facing up. It's up, 2, squeeze, and lower. Up, 2, squeeze, and lower. Now, throughout the duration of our workout today, you're really going to be focusing on your form and trying to get that mind to muscle connection. So as you come up, give it a squeeze at the top and then come down. The shoulders are away from the ears, facing straight ahead. You're excited to learn, excited to get started, and you're going to make it through. So if you do need any extra time to take a break today, or you need to put the weights down, that's absolutely fine, but let's make it to the end. Another 2, and lower. Last one, and lower those weights all the way down. So you can put those weights down for our rest. Again, if you're using heavier, you may be going a little slower than me. Absolutely fine. Make this workout your own, okay? So grab your hold of those weights again in the next 8 seconds. We're gonna have them down by the thighs. The palms are facing inward. It's up, 2, 3, and lower. Again, squeezing at the top. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, squeeze, and lower. Still controlling that movement as you come down. So you don't just want to let the weights come down in a swing. They shouldn't be doing this. You're holding them. You're keeping control. So whether you've got 2 pounds, whether you've got 3 pounds, or even 15, I want you to control that downward motion and work against gravity. And squeeze that bicep at the top. Another 3. Another 2. Great job, everyone. On 1, I want you to slowly lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower those weights to the mat. Now from here, intermediate, advanced, I want you into that full plank. You're going into your full push-up, the elbows coming out into an A shape, and lift. If you can also do this move on the knees. Don't cross the feet. Otherwise, beginners, follow me. We're gonna come and find a wall here, placing the hands right in front of the line of the shoulders, facing straight ahead. Keep the feet flat. We come down, 2, 3, and lift. Bringing the elbows down to the wall, trying to get them parallel with the wall. And again, bringing those elbows out into an A shape. Now squeeze your core tight. And all I mean by that is you're squeezing your belly button in towards the spine. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Great job. Intermediate, advanced, you know where you are. You're on that mat for me. Just breathe through it. Breathing in as you lift up. Another 3. Another 2. Keep going. Last 1. Lift it up and come back to your weights for me. So quick break from the weights. So that's something you can do if you are practicing push-ups and you still need to work your way up to that mat version. So grabbing a hold of both weights. This time we've got an Arnold press. For this one, the hands come in to face the shoulder. We come up and out, lower and in. In 2, in 1, let's go. Up, out, lower and in. Now a trick here, you want to have your elbows almost 30 degrees away from you. So rather than straight line elbow to elbow, we're just angling them a little bit. Thinking about working the shoulder muscles, keeping the shoulders down. So we don't want to Frankenstein it here. If your shoulders are doing this, lower them down away from the ears. 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Excellent job. Back is staying straight. And if you need to, you can go without the weights here. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Last 2, and down. Last 1, and down. From here, we're gonna combine 2 of the moves that we have just done, all right? So we're combining that Arnold press and then into a biceps curl. You have 10 seconds. Take a break from those weights, grab some water if you need it. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, palms in on 1, lift out, up, down, and back to 90, and squeeze the bicep as you hit that upward motion. Great job. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smooth and controlled. Slow it down if you need to. Taking those arms upward at a 30-degree angle. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. Pressing up towards the ceiling, facing straight ahead, chest is staying lifted. Can I get 2 more out of you? And press. Let's finish it off. Let's do 1 more here. Squeeze, press, and lower it down. Okay, from here, we're going to level up that Arnold press a little bit with a standard shoulder press. So with this one, once again, instead of having the elbows in a straight line, elbow to elbow, just watch what my arms do. We're gonna turn them inward just a little bit. We're gonna keep them there as we bring them down, coming up and lowering down. Let's go. Press, 2, 3, 4. Press, 2, 3, 4. Put the weights down if you need to, not a problem, but the reason I'm having you angle your arms just a little bit is to protect the rotator cuff, protect the shoulder, and really isolate that front anterior delt, the front area of your shoulder. Press, 2, 3, 4, and press, 2, 3, 4. Another 4. Stay strong. Keep those arms up. 3, and 2. Breathe through it. Last 1. Now slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, you can lower those weights down. Amazing job. We've got 1 more in standing, then we've got a few on the mat, and then it's straight into abs. So almost halfway through the workout. So from here, palms are facing down, shoulders, take them away from the ears. We lift to the front, lower. We lift to the side, lower. In 2, in 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side, 2, 3, 4. It's up, 2, lower, 2. Slow, 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 and slower. Great job. Shoulders down. I know this is tough. If you need to put the weights down, not a problem. Put the weights down, but still lift those arms up and give it meaning. Thinking about the shoulder muscles. Working into the front area of the shoulder, as well as a little bit of the chest, and the medial delt as you come to the sides. Up, 2, lower, 2, up, 2, lower, 2. We've got 2 more. 1 more to the side, and bring it on down. All right, so from here, coming down to your mat into a quadruped position, the hands are right below the shoulders, so you want a straight line there. Squeeze that belly button in. We're gonna alternate as we row, kick back, bring it in, and lower. In 3, in 2, in 1. The elbow comes in towards the waist. We kick back, bring it in, and lower, giving that tricep, the back of the arm, a squeeze as you come to the top. To the left, kick, in, and lower. To the right, kick, in, and lower. Drawing that elbow in towards the waist. Trying not to come too high with it. Thinking about the back muscle and the tricep muscle. Facing down at your mat. Now, intermediate, advanced, if you did want to make this harder today, you know what to do. You come into a bear plank or you come into a standard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're even and give yourself a moment. Now from here, coming onto your back, standard wide chest press. Now if you do work out with me a lot, you're definitely familiar. And if you're not yet, well, you certainly will want to be. So from here, I want you to have your feet in line with the hips. The palms are facing away. We're gonna take them down to the mat. And this time you do have your elbows in line. It's up, down, 3, 4. And press, 2, 3, 4. It is okay if your back's not completely flat on the mat for this. Some of you will have a more natural arch than others. Let's work with it and just think about those chest muscles. You should be feeling this right along the bra line. Now, if you're just starting out, you may not really feel that burn yet with super light weights, or perhaps you do. Either way, let's try to focus on the muscle you're working. Squeeze there and get the form correct. Another 3. Another 2. Breathing in as you lift. Last time up. Lower. 3, 4. Now bring it up for me. Turn the palms in and bring them in towards the waist. This will prevent you from tearing at the shoulder as you bring the weights down, okay? And as they do start to get heavier, I tend to load them on my thighs and then roll up. So a trick as you start moving upward. Now in 5 seconds, we're staying in that position. The palms are facing in towards each other this time. It's lower, press, 3, 4, and down, press, 3, 4. Reversing that tempo. Squeezing the triceps. At the top, the triceps is the back of the arm if you're not familiar. And you're facing straight ahead with a chin tucked in towards the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our final move with those weights. Then we do get a 5-minute break as we work into the core. I actually really like this section coming up. And then it's back to standing for the lower body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 2. Last 1. Now slowly lower for 3, for 2, for 1, and lower those weights. You can put those over to the side for me. So staying in the position you were just in, this time the hands are coming out in front. We're going to squeeze the belly button towards the spine by exhaling through the mouth. We lift the shoulders up and try to reach for the knees, and then lower back down. In 2, in 1. It's breathe out, tap the knee, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Out through the mouth and in through the nose. Try to control that movement. The slower you take it, the harder it's going to be. Out, 2, 3, and lower. In, 2, 3. Amazing. Now if you want, we can try to make this a little bit more challenging by reaching for the shins. Again, bringing the shoulders higher, or reaching for the ankles and lowering down. Keeping those feet planted. 2 more for me. Lift, slowly lower for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Now from here, we're going to be working one side at a time. Let's take the arms out towards the side with the palms facing up. Again, squeezing and pressing the back into the mat. We lift the left leg, extend on 45, bring it in, and lower. Let's lift the heels up as well, so we're on the tippy toes, going in 3, in 2, in 1. We lift on the left, extend, knee in line with the hip, and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. Facing straight ahead. If you're comfortable with it, you can lift your shoulders up off the mat ever so slightly. Last time on the side, and going to the right, we lift, extend, bring it in, and lower. Squeeze that core. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one on our backs, then we flip over. Let's get 2 more reps in there. Again, only bringing that knee in line with the hip. Let's not bring it in too far. Bring it in and lower, and bring yourself up to seated for me. Now from here, we are going to flip over into a quadruped position. All that means is we are on all fours. The hands are right below the shoulder. We're going into a bird dog, so squeeze the belly button towards the spine once again. Now from here, in 4 seconds, we're going to lift the left arm up and straighten it out, facing straight ahead. Let's lift that left arm. You're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, extend the back right leg. Now let's try to lift it up and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, stay strong, 4, 3, 2, on 1, bring it down. We're going to lift the right arm up this time and hold for 5, 4, 3, you're doing amazing, 2, on 1, extend the back left leg. Now we try to lift it up. If you need to, just allow it to rest on the mat, otherwise hold for 5, 4, both hips are facing down, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. From here, we're going into my personal favorite exercise. So like I was saying before with the chest presses, if you work out with me a lot, this is one you'll definitely want to know. Now my intermediate, my advanced, you know where you are. You're going to be in this high plank position. Beginners, you're following me. We're on the knee. The hand is directly below the shoulder. Both hips are facing forward. Find that balance and hold, 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 hold. Now you may notice today that my voice is a little bit shaky. I'm actually just getting over a cold, so I do apologize for that. Doing my best though, and I'm sure you are too. Now from here, if you can, I want you to try to come down to the forearm and still holding on that knee. Great job. 20 more seconds here. straight line, elbow to shoulder, still facing those hips forward. And if possible, for those last 10 seconds, let's try to come up into a staggered stance. Excuse me. And then my advanced intermediate, you know you're here or here, right? In 2, in 1, you can lower it down. All right, we're flipping over to that other side. Take that little rest. Now, once again, intermediate, advanced, you better be in that full plank for me, preferably all the way up and not just on the forearm. And then my beginners, we're gonna start in that high plank position on the knee. Now you might find one or the other is more comfortable for you. That's all right, go with what's best for you. Keep those hips facing forward. We're gonna hold here for the next 10 seconds. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 on 1, come on down to the forearm for me and just bring that knee a little bit further away. Again, lifting those hips up, we're working into the side ab area here, so you want to really try to squeeze those muscles upward. And in 4, 3, 2, 1, if you want to be really ambitious, let's come into that staggered stance and hold. Even more so, you can stack those feet. That is advanced, all right, so it's up to you. Last second, and lower down. Great job. So we've made it through our abs section. We've made it through the arms. We're going into the lower body now, for which we will be grabbing a hold. If you have them, heavier weights. I know most of you do, but if you're just starting out, just stick with the ones you were using. The feet are coming wide. We're going to pivot them slightly outward. Hold that weight at center. You can hold it low or high. 2, 3 to lower, and lift and squeeze the glutes. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Now form cues here. The knees are outward, so we don't want to allow them to buckle in. The shoulders are still away from the ears. The chest is lifted, so you don't want to be down here, okay? Straight ahead at me. Something I do like to say is boobs out. You're going to accentuate them a little bit to keep the chest lifted. Another 2, and squeeze, last 1. And squeeze and bring it up. So static lunges, very important to know. It's really going to work into the glutes and the quads, so you do want to think about those muscles as we do this. Oh, there's that little squeaky voice again. So the left leg forward to start, the right leg back. The weight is in the same side as the leg that's forward. We come down and lift. Let's go. 1, 2, tap and raise. 1, 2, tap and raise. Shoulders away from the ear, facing straight ahead. Both hips are facing straight ahead. Thinking about the balance and pressing through your front foot. So the front heel that you're working is where you want all of your weight to be. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Now, of course, if you need to slow this down, please do. If you only get 2 reps in here, that's also fine. It's all working towards that next step. And you want to be sure that your knee is behind the toes. And lift. Down, 2, 3, and lift. That is it for that side. Over to the other side, same thing. Guys, you're almost done with the workout. We are way past that halfway point. All right, in 10 seconds, oh my goodness. So we're gonna take a step back on the left this time, all the way in the right. Find that balance in 2, in 1, down, 2, 3, and lift. Now you may find that it's a struggle to come down all the way right now. That's okay. Over time, you're gonna build that straight. So if you can only come down to half and lift, that's also fine. Thinking about forming a 90-degree angle with the mat, so the thigh comes parallel with the mat as you come down, and the shin is parallel with the wall. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 3 more. And up. 2 more. Come on, last 1, 2, 3, and slowly up. Burn that timer out for 2, 1, lift it up. So we are going to add to that same move, going on the opposite side that we were just working. I am going to grab some water. Feel my voice slowly fading out. It might have been faded before we started, but hey, the show goes on. So from here, taking a step back, we come up, find neutral, and then step back again. Let's go. Down, lift, back to neutral. We come backward, up, find your balance, and back into that lunge. Working first the strength aspect, and then working on balance, which honestly both of the exercises will test that. And back to neutral. 1, 2, 3, and step. 1, 2, 3, and step. 3 more reps for me. And step. 2 more reps. Back straight. Last one. Lift, step, and have that moment. Again, working the other side, same thing. So I'm starting with my right. If you just worked right, you're on the left side. In 10 seconds, we're gonna step back, find our balance, and then lunge again. Going in 6, 5. If you're wobbling, it's okay. I used to as well, and I still do. All right, it takes time to build. In 1, come back, lift, step. Come back, lift, step. You will build that strength over time. The more you show up, the better you're gonna get at it. The more your muscles are just gonna have that memory in them of where to go. And your muscle recruitment will be better. Come back, step, find the balance, come back, step, find the balance. You have 18 seconds. And if you do prefer, you can also have the weight up on the shoulder, again on the same side that you're working, putting all the weight into the front leg. And up. Another 2. And up. Last one for me. Bring it up and have that moment. So going into our deadlifts, this is one of probably the most important moves that you can do at home for the hamstrings, the back of the thighs. So thinking about that muscle as we come down, using both weights, the upper body hinges forward, the booty goes back. So it's not a squat, it's a slight bend in the knee. We bend forward and lift. Let's go to the knee first, 2, 3, and up. And if you can, to the shins, 3, and up. Slowly raise up. And a way to find that tension in the hamstring is to lift the toes up off the mat, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and keeping the waist close to the body. 1, 2, 3, and slowly up. 2, 3, and lower it down. 2, 3, and slowly up. 2, 3, you've got this. Now, if you're just starting out, this is gonna feel a bit like cardio, but that's okay, I'm in it with you as I get over that cold. Last one. Lift it up and have a moment from those weights. So we are going to pick up one weight for our next exercise. This time a static side lunge. So we're taking the feet nice and wide, the feet are facing forward. It's over to the side and lift, pretending that that right leg is dead weight. You want all the weight in the one you're moving on. In 2, in 1, grab a hold of that weight, bring it to shoulder. 1, 2, slowly raise. 1, 2, slowly raise. Keeping the chest lifted. Now you can hinge your upper body forward ever so slightly, but again, you're still facing me. 1, 2, raise. 1, 2, raise through that heel. Now something to look for here. The knee, again, is still behind that toe. Pressing all the weight into the moving leg. The opposite side, dead weight. Consider that your zombie leg today. And lift. Another 2, and lift. Last one. And lift and lower that weight down. We're going to continue working on this side. Next up, we're gonna step it out into that lunge. Lift up, come to neutral, so the feet are in line with the hips, facing forward, into a close squat. Going in 5, so it's this. Out the side, balance, squat. 2, 1, let's go. Out the side, center, squat, knees parallel, so don't allow them to buckle in, they're right here. Up, and back into that side lunge. Working that balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing amazing. Now, as for my intermediate advanced, I know you guys, I know this isn't really hard for you, but it's gonna be good for an active rest day. Not to mention, you know you can add those ankle weights, you know you can add our bands, you know you can hold the weight right here. So you do what you've learned and what's best for you today. Last time to the left. Last center squat, lift, and we're going over to that other side. So we're gonna grab back a hold of that weight again. In 14 seconds, feet come wide, still facing them forward. Now the cues, they can be overwhelming in the beginning. The more you work out with me, the more you're gonna recognize them and then know them off the bat. Weight to shoulder, in 2, in 1. Lower, 2, hold and raise. Lower, 2, hold and raise. Pushing the booty down like you're sitting into a chair with one leg. 1, 2, hold and raise. 1, 2, hold and raise. It's a quick hold. Thinking about working the glutes, thinking about working the quads, and you'll also feel this on the outer thigh. hold and up. Come on, stay strong. Weight down if you need to, but do not stop. You're right at the end, and you want to finish those workouts. Down, 2, hold and raise. Those results are at the end of the workout. Every rep is going to make a difference. And lift, weight down. You have one more exercise here. It's going to be that step lunge. And then back to that arrow squat. Again, make sure the knees aren't doing this. You want them parallel with each other. In 8, 7, 6, 5. You have 5 more exercises after this. 2 and 1. Over to the side, raise, narrow squat. If you want to get a little cardio in there, you can definitely speed it up. You know the drill. Otherwise, take it slow. Find the balance, protect the knees, focus on the form. Still facing straight ahead, right? Give yourself a cheer. You're killing it right now. If you made it this far, as a beginner, you're like way further than probably 90% of the people that start a video on that first day. Lift and lower. Up to the right, down, lift to the center, down, lift. 2 more. 2 more reps, full reps. Over to the right, up, center last time, and lift. So from here, we've got a plie squat, personal favorite. The feet are coming wide, further than hip width distance. You're turning them out away from you towards the wall. Now you can use a weight for this, or you can go without. If you are using that weight, hold it at center. We come down, 2, 3, and lift. The booty right below the chest. Like you've got a straight line from the ceiling to the floor and you're following it. 1, 2, 3, and raise. You should feel this one on the inner thigh area. So you're squeezing through the inner thigh as you press through your heels. Whew. Oh my gosh, you guys, this cold really got me. And I think it's because my husband always goes to the gym, which I really can't shame him for, but it is a playground for germs. So the fact that we're at home should keep us safer. In theory, 1, 2, 3, and raise, and 1, 2, 3, and raise. Last time. And up, and bring yourself up to standing. Now we've got some side thigh raises, which I think I know one of you is really gonna like this one. So you may need a wall for support here, or you could try it without. Either one is fine. We're gonna have a slight micro bend in the right leg. The weight comes to the left side leg. Flex your foot. We come up, 2, squeeze and lower. Up, 2, squeeze and lower. If you can, remove that hand. Not a problem. If you want to take the weight out of it, that's also okay. But I do find with the weight, it's actually a little bit easier to balance. Woo, yeah. 1, 2, squeeze and lower. 1, 2, squeeze and lower. Trying to keep the chest lifted, the torso in a straight line. We are almost there. We've got 3 more exercises. Up, 2, squeeze and lower. For the last 8 seconds, I want you to hold high if you can. Otherwise, continue with that other version. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Going over to that other side. How'd that feel? Not too crazy, right? Again, like I said, if you don't want to use the weight with that, you don't have to. And for those of you who have been following a while, intermediate, advanced, you know who you are, girls, ladies, women. You can always use those ankle weights. So weight comes to the thigh on the right. Lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. Lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. Again, flexing that foot. Thinking about working the outer glute muscle. 1, 2, squeeze, and down. 1, 2, squeeze, and down. Stay strong for me. You're almost there. 2 more exercises. If I could do this, getting over a cold, you could do this as a beginner. And don't even think of it as a beginner. It's just where you need to be in the moment to level up, right? And let's hold it at the top. Just hold here. Hold as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt that tremble. Hopefully you did as well. So we're gonna grab a hold of both of our weights from here. We've got some calf raises to do in 10 seconds. Your girl needs some water, so please grab some water if you need it. We're going in 4, 3, just follow with me. Weights in hands, 2, 1. We lift the heels up, hold and lower. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. You can also have the weights right here, whichever is more comfortable for you. We don't want to be too comfortable though, all right? We want to squeeze the calves. So the bottom leg area and lower. It's actually pretty important for our squats and our lunges to have stronger calves. They have a lot of balancers in them, so in other words, our stabilizers, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower, and I feel like they get overlooked quite frequently, but they are just as important, and when they're toned, they look great in heels, okay? Last one, and down. All right, final exercise, and then you can leave me, but before you leave, if you made it all the way through, please be sure to subscribe and like the video because you have no idea how much it helps me reach new people like you who need videos like this. All right, so take that stance wide this time. The feet are facing forward, the palms are in. We come down, 2, 3, and lift. Wide leg deadlift. So same thing we did before with that narrow deadlift, this time with a wider stance. And lift. Back stays straight, following the eye line. So you don't want to have your head facing this way, not great for the back. All right, might look kind of cute, doesn't work what we want it to. So face down, 1, 2, 3, and raise. Last 2. And up, as low as you can while the hip's still rotating. And up last time, 2, 3, and slowly up. 2, 3. Okay, congratulations, you have made it through, hopefully, you will make it through more of these, but you've made it through an entire full body workout, 30 minutes on the clock. Congratulations, I hope you're proud of everything you did today. Now, if you struggled a little bit, or if it was a little bit tough to keep up, know that I've been there too, okay? When I started, I was actually, I think it was 50 or 60 pounds heavier, but I had to lose weight because I was suffering from something called GERD, where basically acid comes up your throat, and it was happening for about a year. So the doctor told me, hey, you're overweight, you gotta lose weight. So I actually started with like 5-minute ab workouts, and I was doing that for a really long time. And a lot of these moves, okay, going back 8 years now, I didn't know any of them. I promise you it gets easier. Stick it out, show up, and you will see that difference. So thanks for joining me today, everyone. Hopefully you did see your calendar below. That one is our Start Fresh, Finish Stronger New Year's guide. I do apologize for my voice being so faded, but just like you, I'm doing my best too, all right? Like the video, subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. Great job today, everyone. Now be proud of everything you did today. Let me know in the comments how you got along, and know that the challenges you may have endured today will get easier the more you show up, which is exactly why you should be taking advantage of the January Start Fresh, Finish Stronger Fitness Guide. You can find this calendar, the links below. Once you open that up, you'll have YouTube clickable icons to each day's workout, and our new ones will be posted here on the channel every Wednesday. Now next week, turn your notifications on because we do have a new beginner arms and abs workout to cover. Smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week.